everybody, it's Cindy A. Lewis, and today's video, this is a Dollar Tree DIY with these scarves and gloves you can get from the Dollar Tree, or any old scarf or even a piece of fleece if you have that. So I'm going to show you how to glam it up just a little bit and then let your imagination run wild, and you can even glam yours up more. Okay, so what you're going to need is a scarf from the Dollar Tree. This is one that I had purchased, and then this is another one that I had purchased. What we're going to do is we are going to create a beautiful Dollar Tree glammed up scarf. And basically this is an idea from Winter in Vail on the Hallmark Channel. There's a little movie coming out tonight, which is Saturday, and her scarf is got all kinds of beautiful beads on it and everything. And I thought, well, we could do that pretty cheaply or inexpensively, not cheap, from Dollar Tree scarves. And basically what I did is I used beads that I had on hand, and I did every other one. I will caution you that on the Dollar Tree scarves, sometimes the yarn is not the same length, and sometimes one side may be longer than the other. But if you use the same beads and sort of the same, beading, design, then no one will even know, really. I mean, are they going to compare your beads? Probably not. And then on this one, I added my initials with a Cricut iron-on. So I don't know if you can see that, but I didn't want it. I wanted it to be kind of subtle, so it's a black glitter CL. Okay, so let me show you how I did this. So you're going to need a scarf with fringe, and if you want to create your own, you certainly can do that. This one is from the Dollar Tree, and I purchased this one for $1, and you need to count. So like if you're going to do every other one, which is what I'm doing, you just need to see if you have the right number of beads that you want. Now I just used beads that I already had, and this is actually from a necklace that broke, so I'm just utilizing those beads as well. And on this one, I'm just going to do silver, black, and white. As you noticed on the other one, since it had some brown and tan in it, I utilized some gold, antique gold, and some pretty reflective beads here. They have the blues and purples. All right, so what you need to do is count and see how many you're going to make. I think there's 14, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13. So on this side there's 13. So I'm going to do 7. So I'm going to start with the first one on this one. And you can see that the yarn is not the same length. It's okay if it's not too far off, but if it's off a little bit more, you may want to cut it down. So I've got this pink here so that you can kind of see a little bit better. I'm going to try to zoom it in some for you. Now I'm going to show you how I end my bead. It's going to be maybe a little bit hard to see on here, and I'm going to show you on a separate one for the way that I'm beading my gloves. But basically you take the end and you put it back through. That's why I ended on a pony bead, because it has a nice hole to push the bead back through. And then you're going to tie a knot in the end. And what you can do is, I don't know if you can see that black, but the yarn is right here. And take your tape off. Now it's stuck to my fingers. All right, and then take your yarn and then just tie a knot on the end. And that is going to help your beads to stay on. You can try just tying a knot without that going back through, but if you do, sometimes that comes unknotted or the beads will go through. Now what you can do is take a little bit of liquid sew or some fabric glue and put it a dot on the end of your yarn, and that way your knot won't come out. You can use that for buttons too, by the way. All right, so basically you're going to do this, or you're going to do this all the way on all of your fringe, however many you want to do. It comes out really, really pretty. So let me show you the gloves. So I'm going to show you on the gloves how I created this. This is a charm for the gloves. So I just put it on a little safety pin, and I'm going to put the safety pin through the side here of my glove, and it can be interchanged, so you don't have to have it, and you don't want it by your thumb, I would say, and you really can't feel it, and I would do it this way or see it. But if you don't want to safety pin it, you can definitely sew it with a yarn needle. So let me show you how I made that. Same principle, just take some yarn. I took about, and then I'm going to cut this off actually. So it's going to be like that. So take some yarn, you need about 15 inches, and then you want to fold it in half like this. Then you're going to take a small safety pin, just a really small one. You can actually buy this whole set of safety pins at the Dollar Tree. It's this set right here. And then you're going to tie a knot on the end of your safety pin. So go through one time and then again. You can actually knot this as well. If you don't want to use a safety pin, you definitely don't have to. Then take your tape. Again, I'm going to show you this process so that you get it. You can see that my ends are not equal. They really do need to be close to equal. So one does not need to be longer than the other one. Alright, so we got this one. Alright, then take your tape. You're going to make a little point with it, wrap it around again. So if I want to make it similar to this one, the first one that needs to go on is black. And I'm just going to bead this through like this. Now, one thing that happens is if your safety pin is small, your bead could go through. So I do the same process here that I did on the end, the other end, to keep them from falling off. So I take my end of my yarn and I push it through, and since this is yarn already gone through once, it is a little bit tougher. So just so you know, and I'm going to push that through here easily, right? Okay, and then just pull it through, pull it all the way through. You want to make sure your bead is all the way to the end where your safety pin is. Now that's going to anchor it right there. So then I need one of these pretty silver beads. I need a black and a white. And then another one of these little tube looking beads, and then a black. And I didn't want the charm too long beads on my glove. So now I'm going to take, again, I'm going to show you this one more time. Take the end of your yarn, push it through the last bead, pull it, and then you're going to want to tie a knot. So you just tie it once, tie it again, and that's it. So it's just going to take you a little bit of time just to bead everything. I'm going to show you on this glove. The way that I'm doing it is I'm taking the safety pin, pushing it. I want the beads to be on the end, so I'm pushing it on the underside, putting the safety pin in, and there you have it. You've upscaled your gloves a little bit. Now, you could put your initials on the gloves, like I did on this scarf, and make it even more personalized. But I love how the beads look on the scarf. They're really, really pretty, and they really glam it up. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It's pretty simple. Just, you need some beads that you have at home, a scarf, some fringe, some yarn, and you can glam it up. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you We'll come back again next time. Bye-bye.